Your work is not the place for parapol meeting. Last week, I posted a question on my stories and I'm going to be sharing some of the responses I got. So the question is, what's one lesson your 9 to 5 has taught you that you'll never forget? And the first response is, mine didn't teach me anything. Okay, that's fine. I hope that in the next few months, 1 year, 2 years, there will be a lesson, a good one. The next response says, I can never be rich via 9 to 5. Okay, so I actually want to disagree with this person, but I currently do not have any valuable points to disagree. And so I'm here thinking my opponent is like, you have won. Oh. Maybe you can get rich when you invest and you have compound interest over some years, maybe, or those really high paying jobs right now. But getting some really high paying jobs means you've worked for some good years to attain that. Or right now people earn in FX, right? Any foreign currency, so probably that way they can get rich faster. Maybe I'll revisit this response later when I have the points that I can argue with, but right now I don't have a lot of points. Another response was, your boss is not your parent. I totally agree. You have father and mother at home. You have fatherly and motherly figures. If you don't have, get one. But in the workplace, your boss is not your parent. If you have a boss that's trying to father or mother you, that's a red flag. Except you guys have grown, but I'm really not a fan of those things. See, your work is not the place for parapol meeting. They are not your family members, and so your boss is not your parent, except it is your father or your mother that employed you. The thing with this kind of, fatherly boss, motherly boss relationships is that in the long run, you are going to be exploited. Boundaries are going to be crossed. You'll be doing things you're not supposed to do. So just stay within the requirements of work relationships, boss to subordinate relationship. I'm going to be taking one more response, and this is so good, so pay attention to it. It says, in as much as you give your best to the company, don't forget it's not your company. I agree. It will stop you from getting hurt when some decisions are made that you don't agree with. They will do what they think is best, and there's not much you can do about it. Knowing this will save a lot of heartache and ensure you know what you are also getting out of the mutual partnership. Good pay, exposure, or other benefits. Just ensure you are getting what you are worth or close enough as much as you are giving. See, this is so true. Now, it is great to love your job. Be encouraged that love your job. Take ownership of your job. Be responsible at work. But always remember that it is not your company. So even when you are able to make suggestions and contribute towards management decisions, you are not the decision maker. And so sometimes they will make decisions contrary to what you agree with. And yeah, sometimes it can be hurting, but you need to chest it. It's not your company, right? So this will help to save you from a lot of heartache because sometimes you have some kind of emotional attachment to work. You need to be very careful with those dynamics where you're so emotionally attached to work, and when decisions are made, sorry, you are heartbroken. They did not put engagement ring on your finger at work. So you have to be, you have to guard your heart and also demand your worth, right? Know the value you are giving and the value you are receiving in return. I think I'll make a video on benefits you can get from work, especially aside salary. So sometimes probably with the level of the company, they may not be able to box you up to the level that you think you are worth, but there are other ways you can benefit, right? So that's another thing to consider if you really do love the company. But remember, it is not your company. So I will be posting another question before the end of the week on my stories. Kindly do well to respond, and I'll be making another video to share lessons next week. You're not too small to do big things.